Patrick Hutzel from intensivecarehotline.com with another quick tip for families in intensive care. Today I have an email from Deepika who says, "Hi Patrick, I just need a little bit of advice. My mom's in intensive care right now. I have been told she's only got days to live by the ICU consultants. She has multiple organ failure. And they keep saying there's nothing more that can be done. However, her breathing is getting better. They want to make her comfortable. I just don't and can't give up, especially when hearing beautiful stories where they have been wrong. Also, they have been wrong before, when mom was in intensive care before, and she surprised them by pulling through." From Deepika. Well, Deepika, thank you so much for writing in. Here's the thing. For a situation like that, you need more than just a little bit of advice, as you write it nicely in your email. When someone is critically ill in intensive care, there are dozens, sometimes even hundreds of things happening simultaneously, and all of these things need to be carefully evaluated and also looked at before jumping to any conclusions at all. Now, the biggest challenge for families in intensive care is that they don't know what they don't know. They don't know what to look for. They don't know what questions to ask. They don't know their rights, and they don't know how to manage doctors and nurses in intensive care, which is a classical situation that you are currently facing. You don't know what you don't know. What does multi-organ failure mean? Is the heart failing, the lung failing, the kidneys failing, the liver failing, the brain failing? Those are the 5 major organs. Which one of them are failing? If they are failing, what's the reason for that? Can it be reversed? Have you asked those questions? Have you had a second opinion? Do you have access to the medical records? Because that's how we can help you. I talk to doctors and nurses directly all the time, and I ask all the questions that you haven't even considered asking, but must be asked when you have a loved one critically ill in intensive care, right? So that's one thing. Then looking at medical records, what's in there? What's in the medical records that they haven't told you? You can take for face value what they say, but you can't trust. You need to verify. This is a life or death situation that you simply can't afford to get wrong. What you see in intensive care is not what you get most of the time, right? And if you're saying they want to make her comfortable, that's a euphemism for letting your mom die and euthanizing her. Making her comfortable in intensive care terms means they want to give her opiates such as morphine or fentanyl in high doses, or benzodiazepines such as midazolam or Versed, and hasten death. That is the definition of euthanasia, and that is still illegal. Well, we all know they need the ICU bed. We all know they don't want to look after someone with an uncertain outcome, which is the situation your mom is in. Also, what you need to understand in a situation like that, I have been talking about this for over a decade now. There is a difference between a quote-unquote real and quote-unquote perceived end-of-life situation. Now, what's the difference? The difference is a real end-of-life situation that no treatment, no medication, no surgery, no equipment, no nothing will save your mom's life. A perceived end-of-life situation is that sometimes given time that people can recover. To what extent is always uncertain and always unknown. But all you might want in a situation like that is more time with your mom, and that is not up to intensive care teams to decide how much time you have with your mom. That is up, in my view, to God and a higher authority when someone's time is up, right? So, and you hear beautiful stories, absolutely. We've published very many of them here at intensivecarehotline.com. And as long as your mom is alive, there's often hope, right? Can every situation be turned around? No, but some can. And like I say, if your mom stays alive, there's no guarantee that she will have a quality of life that is a good quality of life. Nobody knows. Nobody has a crystal ball. But it is also important for you and your family's peace of mind, knowing that everything has been done within your power and with the intensive care team's power. I understand that. That is very important for your psychological hygiene. You know, we could also call it end-of-life hygiene, you know, whatever the case may be. But the bottom line is you don't want to give up. And it also sounds like your mom may not want to give up, but you need to dig deeper. You need to get the facts. You can't just take for face value what the intensive care team is telling you without having a second opinion and having looked someone over the medical records. So that is my quick tip for you, or my answer for you, Deepika. You know, I have worked in critical care for nearly 25 years in 3 different countries, where I also worked as a nurse unit manager in critical care for over 5 years. We've been consulting and advocating for families in intensive care all around the world since 2013 here at intensivecarehotline.com. And we've been saving many lives as part of our consulting and advocacy. And you can verify that on our testimonial section, where we have published many testimonials. You can also watch our podcast at intensivecarehotline.com with client interviews to verify the work that we've done and the results we've been getting for families in intensive care, because we get so many questions. That's also why we created a membership for families of critically ill patients in intensive care. And you can become a member if you go to intensivecarehotline.com, click on the membership link, or go to intensivecaresupport.org directly. In the membership, you have access to me and my team 24 hours a day in the membership area and via email. And we answer all questions intensive care related. Also, in the membership, you have exclusive access to 21 ebooks, 21 videos that I have personally written, recorded for you, sharing all my knowledge and in-depth experience in intensive care as a nurse. And this material, plus the access to me and my team, will help you to make informed decisions, have peace of mind, control, power, and influence, making sure your loved one gets best care and treatment. I also do one-on-one consulting and advocacy over the phone, Zoom, Skype, WhatsApp, whichever medium works best for you. And I talk to you and your families directly. I also talk to doctors and nurses directly, and I ask all the questions that you haven't even considered asking, but must be asked when you have a loved one critically ill in intensive care. Now, and I handhold you through this once-in-a-lifetime situation when you have a loved one critically ill in intensive care that you can't afford to get wrong. Most families leave it until it's too late because they think, oh, everything will be fine. But you are in a once-in-a-lifetime situation that you simply can't afford to get wrong. I also represent you in family meetings with intensive care teams. We also do medical record reviews in real time so that you can get that crucial second opinion in real time. We also offer medical record reviews after intensive care if you have unanswered questions, if you need closure, or if you are suspecting medical negligence. And all of that you get at intensivecarehotline.com. Call us on one of the numbers on the top of our website, or send an email to support@intensivecarehotline.com with your questions. And if you like my videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel for regular updates for families in intensive care. Click the like button, click the notification bell, share the video with your friends and families, comment below what you want to see next, what questions and insights you have. Also, I do a weekly YouTube live where I answer your questions live on a show, and you will get notification if you're a subscriber to my YouTube channel, or if you're a subscriber to our email newsletter at intensivecarehotline.com. And if you want your question answered quickly, leave a donation on the YouTube super chat button, and I'll read out your question and answer it as quickly as possible, because I have so many emails sitting there from even last year. So, you know, I don't get to them in time, but if you leave a small donation, then I will read them out very quickly. You can also leave a small donation to support our work. It helps us to make as many videos as possible and help as many families in intensive care all over the world. Thank you so much for watching. This is Patrick Hutzel from intensivecarehotline.com, and I will talk to you in a few days. Take care for now.